Good morning, everybody. Today we have to start our new topic, banking. So, dear students, perhaps everyone is familiar with the term bank or banking system. We are familiar by practice because we are doing our business through the banks. If you wish to define the term bank, you may define it as a financial institution. Dear student, bank is a financial institution which accepts deposit from the public, which accepts the surplus cash of the public as a deposit for the purpose to lend it to the needy section of society. So whenever we try to define the term banking system, we have to keep in mind there are two functions performed by any bank. The first function is to accept the deposit from the public, and second function is to lend the credit to the needy section of society. But these two functions are basic functions of the bank. These are necessarily performed by each and every institution which are considered as a bank. But dear student, there is a difference between similarity as well as difference between financial institution and bank. Whenever we try to clear the meaning of bank, we have to get the clear-cut differences between financial institution and a bank. Must remember, all the banks are the financial institutions, but all the financial institutions are not the bank. Bank is a financial institution, but financial institutions are not necessarily the bank. So what are the similarity as well as differences? Whenever we talk about the clear-cut meaning of these two types of institutions, for the financial institution, there is a provision of functions for accepting deposit and lending the credit. But by performing these two functions, institution doesn't qualify for a bank. You can take an example of Post Office or Life Insurance Corporation of India. If you observe the activity performed by LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, you observe the both function. The first function accepting deposit and second lending the credit. Both are performed by Life Insurance Corporation of India. But LIC of India is not considered as a bank. Same concept applicable on the post offices. Whenever we observe the activity performed by a post office, she performs both the functions. She accepts the deposit from the public and also lend the credit to the public. Why these institutions are not considered as a bank? Dear student, there is a difference in accepting the deposit. Whenever we talk about the bank accepts, first it accepts checkable deposits. From the people. Second, offer credit facility to the needy section of society. There are two functions basically required for any bank. It doesn't mean bank only perform two functions. These two are basic functions. These two are basic functions of the bank. What we are using the term, it accepts checkable deposit. You have to give more focus on checkable deposit. The deposit accepted by any commercial bank like SBI, PNB, Central Bank of India, HDFC, ICICI or Axis Bank, and the deposit accepted by LIC or post office, there are the differences. When you deposit your cash in any bank like PNB, SBI, Axis Bank or HDFC Bank, it doesn't matter whether they are private or government sector bank, you have a facility. What a facility? You can withdraw your deposited cash whatever, whenever and wherever you require. Under the provision of demand deposits offered by any commercial banks, there is a provision 24 into 365 days banking services. 24 into 365 days आप 24 घंटे 365 दिन आप बैंकिंग सर्विसेज अवेलेबल कर सकते हो, अवेल कर सकते हो. What कॉजेज भी है, बैंक तो 24 घंटे 365 दिन रुपए नहीं रहती, बट इट्स ऑफर्ड टू प्रोवाइड यू सर्विसेज ऑफ बैंक 24 into 365. Why is it so? See, to perform the banking system smoothly in the marketplace, what they are issuing, they can issue the check. Right now, there is a provision to issue the debit card, credit card, whatever it is. A lot of cards issued by commercial bank to ease the activities of bank for the consumer. So, through the type of activity, bank can serve you whatever, whenever, wherever you require. So the basic difference between a financial institution and bank. Bank also financial institution, but all the financial institutions are not the bank. Only those financial institutions which accept the checkable deposit from the public is qualified for the bank. So let us clear our concept regarding a bank. It refers to the financial institution which accept checkable deposit from the public for the purpose of lending credit to the needy section of society. So dear students, in our banking system, after discussing the bank, we have to discuss about the banking system. What are the system available in our Indian financial market? See, the banking system in India. We are specifying our topic for India because it is very easy to understand through our own banking system. It's also applicable in almost all the countries of the world. But right now, we have to go through the Indian banking system. In every economy, there are two types of banks. In our system, all the banks are divided between two groups. What are the two groups? One is Central Bank of India. And second is commercial banks. All the banks available in the marketplace divided between two categories, central bank and commercial banks. Dear students, as name of the central bank in India is Reserve Bank of India, which was established in 1935. Our central bank, popularly known as RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, which was established in 1935. Since 1949, the RBI is considered as a commercial bank. Must remember that in each and every economy of the world, there is only one central bank. इंडिया में भी एक सेंट्रल बैंक होगी, अमेरिका में भी एक होगी, ब्रिटेन में भी एक होगी, चाइना और पाकिस्तान में भी एक ही होगी. The single bank which recognized as an authority of financial system is considered as a central bank. It is an apex body of financial system of our country or any country. So here some confusion arise in Indian market. Dear students, must remember the names. ध्यान रखना, यहाँ सेंट्रल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, popularly known as Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is the name of Central Bank of India. Whenever we visit in a market, you may observe there is a branch of Central Bank of India. कोई ब्रांच आपको मिल सकती है जिसपे लिखा हुआ हो सकता है द सेंट्रल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. Must remember that branch is a branch of a commercial bank. See the confusion in Indian market. इंडिया में सेंट्रल बैंक का नाम रिजर्व बैंक है, जबकि सेंट्रल बैंक एक कॉमर्शियल बैंक का नाम है. Whenever it is asked in the examination, explain the meaning, role of a central bank, you have to write the meaning or role performed by RBI, not the branch of Central Bank of India which are located within our territory or in our surrounding. So dear student, must remember, हमारे सराउंडिंग में जो सेंट्रल बैंक का ब्रांच है वो एक कॉमर्शियल बैंक है, वो सेंट्रल बैंक नहीं है, बस सेंट्रल बैंक उसका नाम है, काम उसका कॉमर्शियल बैंक का है. What are the commercial banks? ध्यान रखना, सेंट्रल बैंक सिंगल होगा, कॉमर्शियल बैंक सिंगल नहीं होगा. So many our commercial banks categorized among a lot of categories. See the categorization of commercial banks. Our commercial bank is categorized under scheduled commercial banks, private banks, Dear students, there are two broad categories: scheduled commercial bank and private bank. Third, I am mentioning here the rural banks. The rural banks are controlled by NABARD. NABARD, an authority for rural credit in India. There is some specific provision made by government for rural credit system. So here it doesn't require to mention the NABARD. These are the rural banks. See, in scheduled commercial bank, in private bank, there are two types of bank. Indian and multinational. In rural area, RRBs, land development bank and cooperative societies. Under the cooperative societies, these are cooperative societies. What are these? These are cooperative societies. अब ध्यान रखो, in commercial bank we categorize all the commercial bank in three categories. First is scheduled commercial bank. These are popularly known as PSUs, public sector undertakings. All the commercial banks owned and controlled by government and listed in the Schedule 1 of the Banking Regulation Act is considered as scheduled commercial bank. Means all the popular banks जिसपे इंडियन पीपल का ट्रस्ट होता है, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल आर पब्लिक सेक्टर, ये सब के सब गवर्नमेंट के बैंक हैं. अभी right now we are in the process to minimize the PSU or scheduled commercial banks. In 1969, 14 major private sector banks were nationalized, and in 1980, 6 more commercial banks were nationalized by the Government of India. Till few years back, we had 27 commercial banks. Right now, we are minimize the number of commercial banks. At present, it's 12 scheduled commercial bank. The bank, SBI, PNB, Bank of Baroda, United Bank, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra. These are the examples of scheduled commercial banks. Again, next problem is of private banks. In the private bank, there are two types of banks. We divide in our market. One true Indian private bank, and second is multinational bank. True Indian private banks are ICICI, Axis Bank, HDFC, UTI, Indian Postal Banks, Bandhan Bank, etc. Others are multinational, HSBC, Citibank, etc. Again, a rural bank. In a rural area, there is a provision of a sponsored banking system. What is the provision? Provision of a sponsorship. As if we are aware about the status of finance in rural areas. In rural areas, poor people reside. Since there are poor people, there are poor institutions. These institutions are not capable to perform on their own skill or finance. So, to protect the banks in the rural area from the competition of these banks, there is a provision of a sponsorship. Here, almost all the banks are performing their activity under the guidance and supervision of any major scheduled commercial banks. These are the guardian of these banks. So, dear student, see the first leading category of rural bank is RRB. RRB, regional rural banks. You can write the full form. Regional rural banks. Second, land development bank. Land development bank is also known as land mortgage bank. And third is cooperative societies. It is also known as cooperative banks. Must remember, हर ब्लॉक लेवल और पंचायत लेवल पे आप जाओगे, there is a bank performed under the cooperative society. Society, a group of people working together as a common bank, and they are also authorized to establish and run a bank as like a commercial bank. So, dear friends, these are the protected banks in our country. Broadly, commercial banks are divided between three: scheduled commercial bank, private bank, regional rural banks. Private bank between two: Indian private banks and multinational private bank. Rural banks among three categories: regional rural banks, land development bank, and cooperative society. So, after observing the banking system, we have to differentiate or establish the relation between two: central bank and commercial bank. Dear student, see the difference or relationship between two: central bank and commercial banks. Central bank and commercial banks. Central banks and commercial banks. What are the similarity and differences? First, it is only one central bank in the economy. There are many commercial banks. Many commercial banks. ध्यान रखोगे, सेंट्रल बैंक हमेशा एक होगी, बट कमर्शियल बैंक की संख्या बहुत ज्यादा होगी. द रोल ऑफ सेंट्रल बैंक, रोल ऑफ सेंट्रल बैंक, रोल क्या है? Role of the central bank: control facilitate the financial activity of commercial banks. What the rule? Control, regulate and facilitate. The central bank is the guardian of commercial banks. So whatever support required by commercial bank can be supported by central bank. All the control, regulate and facilitate. These all activities performed by our central bank. Commercial banks, the banks are performed. They are supplying the money into the market under guidance of central bank. These can manage supply of money. सेंट्रल बैंक रेगुलेट करेगा, कमर्शियल बैंक परफॉर्म करेगा, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मनी सप्लाई, accepting deposit and lending the credit both are performed by it. Is the objective or goal is social welfare. Here goal is to earn income or profit. See the other issue, the note. Central bank has an exclusive right to issue all the currencies of all denomination except the rupee one. So it is also known as issuing authority of India. So it issues the notes. It cannot issue the note. Next, central bank is controller of credit. It is creator of credit. कॉमर्शियल बैंक क्रेडिट क्रिएट करती है, सेंट्रल बैंक उसे कंट्रोल करती है. It is bank to the government. Bank of the banks. Bank of to the government. Bank of the bank. Bank of the people. operation of the market. जब भी मार्केट में इनस्टेबिलिटी होगी, हमारी सेंट्रल बैंक टेंशन में हो और स्टेबलाइजेशन एंड ग्रोथ भी कर सकते हो एंड ग्रोथ। नेक्स्ट मार्केट और इकोनॉमी है ओनली profit, leadership, action. Nothing more. See, the different status of the different bank. हमारी सेंट्रल बैंक सिंगल बैंक है, उसके पास रेगुलेटरी पावर है, कंट्रोलिंग पावर है। See the custodian of foreign exchange. It is custodian of foreign exchange. ये किस चीज की कस्टोडियन है? आपने लोकल फैसिलिटी देख रखी है। Have you know the locker facility provided by a bank? It is custodian of foreign exchange. जो भी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इंडियन गवर्नमेंट के पास होगी, it is in the custody of RBI or central bank, but commercial bank, not custodian, but custodian of asset of people or an agent to sell or purchase forex, sale or purchase foreign exchange. जितनी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इंडिया में होगी वो आरबीआई की कस्टडी में होगी, बट सेल और परचेज के लिए आरबीआई ने एजेंट अपॉइंट कर रखी है। ऑल द कमर्शियल बैंक्स आर एजेंट ऑफ selling and purchasing of foreign exchange. So these are the differences we observe in Indian market between central bank and commercial bank. So dear student, for introduction it's over. In the next class we will deal with the RBI. There too more classes required, one for the RBI, another for the commercial bank. So from the next class we will discuss separately both the bank, commercial bank and RBI. Thanks all.